Triamids are back, and they are amazing with Triamid Sphinx. This card becomes so big, easily 4,000 attack, even bigger. It is easily summoned, easily searched. You only need one, and it protects your other Triamids from being attacked. Have at it, Triamids.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
So before you go nuts on balance possibly being improperly used, which is what you might be thinking, balance requires 6 spells, traps, and monsters to guarantee a monster spell and trap. That's what you keep hearing. But if you're not playing a 20-card deck, it does not become guaranteed. So we are not guaranteed a trap in the opening hand. That means we got to play more traps if we want to. Sure, if you want that, but there's a benefit to just keeping it at 6, which is the minimum to trigger balance. Let's see why we're doing that. So a regular 20-card deck would be 20 cards, 4-card opening hand. You're guaranteed all of them. But in a Triamid deck, it's really good to open up more than one monster and even more than one field spell. So the chances for more than one monster in a 20-card deck would be a 41% chance to have 2 at least, and then the rest being a spell and a trap. Well, in this version, 24 cards, 4-card hand. Here's the warning saying you're not going to be guaranteed a trap. This is a 60% chance for a double spell at minimum, or a 60% chance for a double monster at minimum. And having double monsters in this deck is incredibly important with the Triamid Sphinx. So what are the numbers with the trap? Our chances for a trap are going to be, if we're playing it at 6, we're only going to have a 48% chance. So it's not that bad, but that's how we do it. So the great news is, yes, optimally, you will only need one Sphinx. I would play more if I felt I needed more. You don't need more. You could very easily search for this card by sending your cruiser to the graveyard to search it. And if it's in the graveyard, you could send your fortress to the graveyard to add it. Also, if it's in the graveyard, you could special summon it with the Triamid Pulse. So many ways to search it and add it back from the graveyard to the field or to your hand. Now let's talk about this. Because we're playing the 60% balance for the 2 cards of monster or spells, thank you Wayne for this idea. He played it in a Meta Weekly, just like this. If you open up 2 of your Triamids, you want to open up a Hunter and any other Triamid. Your Hunter will allow you to perform an additional summon. With Hunter and another Triamid on the field, plus a guaranteed field spell, that means that you will guaranteed, if you didn't know, all the Triamids will be able to, during your opponent's turn, quick play, send a field spell you control to the graveyard to play a new field spell. So as I was saying, you will guaranteed be able to search for your Sphinx. Why do you want to do that? Well, let's set it up. We have a Hunter, we have a Master. On the field, it's our opponent's turn. We could have anything else on the field, like the Fortress. We'll activate the Hunter, we'll put the Fortress to the grave, play a Cruiser. Then we'll activate Master, send Cruiser to the grave, play a King Golem. The Cruiser will activate, adding your Sphinx. Now, what is this situation where you have it just like that? So let me put this all away so you can focus on this situation. The King Golem is boosting up both your monsters by plus 500. Also, if your opponent attacks into your Triamid or your Triamid attacks, they are negated. They cannot activate any card effects. Nothing can be activated. But when your monster is destroyed by battle or card effect, even if it's your Triamid cards that are not the monsters, the Sphinx gets summoned from the hand. So that little trick I told you with the Hunter, then the Master to add the Sphinx, you could do that as a surprise. You could wait for them to attack, then you search for Sphinx. They can't call off their attack, and if they're still bigger after you played a King Golem, if not, you could play another field spell to make sure you're still bigger. You get to then summon the Sphinx. Then the Sphinx, per different field spell in the graveyard, will gain 500 attack, 500 defense, and your opponent cannot attack other Triamids. So that is incredible. So the Sphinx on the field, you could freely use the ability of your Master to tribute a Triamid to pop face down cards on the field. With your Sphinx on the field, you could freely use your Dancer, which can activate on your turn to return a Triamid card in the graveyard back in the deck. to boost up your field permanently by plus 500. And just do that over and over. And those are the main facts of these Triamids. They all share the same thing. Quick play on your opponent's turn once, send a field spell, play a new one. So working our way down the field spells, the King Golem, like you already heard, is negating your opponent's monster effects by just not allowing them to activate them, like no Kiteroid, no Sphere Kribo, no Canadia, nothing if you attack or they attack into you, and it's boosting up your field. But if you send it to the graveyard through the effect of any of your Triamids, that's another great way to summon your Sphinx, because when it's sent to the grave, it will activate to summon a Triamid from the hand. Come forth Sphinx, Dancer, Hunter, Master, it don't matter. Now, Fortress is a really cool card. While face up on the field, it'll boost up your defense by plus 500. We're mostly going to use it for the other effect saying your Triamids cannot be destroyed by card effects. So if they activate an effect to destroy your monster through a card effect, chain the quick play, send whatever field spell you have to the graveyard, play a Fortress from the deck, you're protected from effect destruction. Then if the Fortress is sent to the grave, add a Triamid from the graveyard to the hand. And you already knew about the Cruiser because I kind of told you what it did, but not everything that it does. The other effect, in addition to when being sent to the graveyard, search your deck for any Triamid. When you summon a Triamid, you get to, on normal summon, gain 500 life, then optionally, in addition to that, draw and discard. Discarding could be really good because with any of your rock monsters, which is all of them, and or field spells, you get to use the Pulse Continuous Trap. It's got 3 effects, so let's talk about them. To activate any of the 3 effects, you must first banish 2 cards from your graveyard. A combination of rock or field spell, banish 2. After doing so, effect number 1, you could destroy any card in the field that's face up. Effect number 2, you could target a rock monster in the graveyard, summon it onto the field in defense, including your Sphinx, all of these monsters. Effect number 3, it's kind of rare to activate this, but you could still do it. I did do it. Target 3 field spells in the graveyard, shuffle them back in the deck, draw a card. So recycle, pop, and special summon. That's crazy. And then because the Pulse is a continuous spell, and also if sent to the graveyard, you could return it back in the deck with the Dancer, it's a good idea to play Treacherous if you want to. You could play just one. You could even play Needle Sealing when comboed with Fortress. That's pretty cool, but that's why I'm playing the Treacherous as one of the 6 cards. And the Canadia, it will flip a monster face down. Then if you flip up your Pulse, it will summon onto the field, which will also not conflict with Treacherous, which is only activatable with no traps in the grave. And that's the deck. Love it. Sphinx gets really, really large and in charge with the different field spells in the graveyard, in addition to King Golem boosting it for plus 500. This is a big brain deck, and I'm loving it. Have at it, fools! All right, we got Hunter Master. Exclamation mark cog to be properly explained to why you're a fool. All right, we want to check for a Cosmic Cyclone. We sneeze and we're cog. We don't want to sneeze and get cog. We don't want to get cog. He's got no quick play. Get to it. Did exclamation mark cog work? Stealthy Q, thank you for the colored pencil battle. Appreciate that. A lovely squirrel, Hajia, want people happy. Thank you, a lovely squirrel. So we're not going to be tretching. No Tretch. The King Golem will not stop the Neos Fusion, by the way. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Hunter, get hunted. Send the Cruiser. He can't call off his attack. He has to attack. Master. And we'll play a King Golem. Good deal. Great deal. The best deal. Cruiser is gonna cruise on into a Sphinx, my boy. Let's go. You have to attack. No takesies, backsies. Come forth, Sphinx. Woo! 4,000 attack. Amazing. Now check the back row. The back row's got something, yo. Could just send nothing. If it's chainable, then I do opt to not activate. Could be a Canadia. If so, not a big deal. Canadia would be the big reason to activate something, but as you can see, he did not Canadia, so very good. Well played. And we have guaranteed lethal. Guaranteed. How's this guaranteed lethal? He can't Bacon Saver. He can't do anything, so now we win. Guaranteed. He can't do anything. Get poppin'. Get poppin'. He can't activate the Bacon. He can't activate Canadia. It's guaranteed lethal. He can't Kite Roid. He can't Wall D. He can't Enemy Controller. Nothing. Why so early? You're at work. We always streaming around this time on Thursdays, my friend. Thank you. Swap to Luna and swap mats and sleeve. That is something I do need to remember. I am forgetting that. Thank you. And Ace Murata, if you'd like to, would you like to make a dual room tournament for 345? I'd appreciate that greatly. Thank you, thank you. Here comes CC and Karacut. So, Hairless Karibo, that's a good thing to discuss. You are bringing up a card that does hurt the deck, but it does not make us useless. We can play around it. If they don't use Cosmic Cyclone correctly, then we get to dodge the Cosmic Cyclone. Get Chimera Tekid. D-Mac Riz the 5 gifted subs 17 minutes ago. D-Mac Riz, I hope you're still here, my friend. I'm sorry for getting distracted by some top tier plays. D-Mac Riz, thank you, thank you, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. I am loving it. Thank you. Possibly. That could be pretty good. Get Fortressing. I think it's probably best to just grab a Sphinx, honestly. Instead of the Hunter, I should grab a Sphinx. So if anything gets destroyed, we whip out the Sphinx. Cosmic Cyclone, okay. So definitely grabbing a Sphinx. Definitely Sphinxing. Get cruising. And I think we win. I think he's going to maybe pop our Master. I could still click it. I'll do it. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. Woo. All right. Keeping the Proto off the fields. Come forth, me Sphinx. Triamid Sphinx is here. Have no fear. Wiping out fools. Don't rip. Don't rip. No rip. No rip. No rip. Don't rip. Woo! Yes! Dancer gonna get dancing. Oh my Jesus! We did it! Oh my Jesus. Boost. Get boosting. Get dancing. Get returning. Return the pulse. 4,000 attack. Let's go! Boom! Lethal! Yes! Woo! Right through the Cosmic Cyclone. Hunter with the Dancer. I am 30 minutes behind, by the way, so if you are on a notification, I got you, don't worry. I got you. 2 Mellow gifting a sub, deal in mind. Thank you, 2 Mellow. Let's flame on! Rise! Thank you, Tamello, for the deal in mine. Get recharging. That's fine. Arlen Dupp, hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. 4 months away, you will ascend. Time to hype up those top tier plays. Thank you, Ali Baliz. Elusive Cat Jam in the chat, please. Thank you. All right, do we want to pop that? I think we want to pop it before she gets to summon. Yes, okay. Dancer, get dancing. Let's get dancing. Let's go. We are cruising. Cruise with me. Grab the King Golem. With the Cruiser, I will be cruising on into... If we draw a field spell, great. If not, not great. So let's grab a Master, okay? Get pulsating. Pop the Fool. Boom, boom. Pop it. BK's only hope, never given someone a sub for this long. The baby is kicking, he's almost ready. 1 month away, that baby is coming. Thank you, Lucy, for the cat jam. Mega Chaz 2, thank you for the prime. A lovely squirrel with that smiley, a lovely squirrel. Message Gia with your video. Thank you so much, a lovely squirrel. An angry beard. How much of a dono do you need to let your beard grow out until November 1st? P.S. No refunds. No donuts for it, but maybe we'll think of some sort of goal in the future. Maybe we could think of something. Thank you, Angry Beard, I appreciate you. Maybe I'll just grow it, maybe. Gia doesn't like facial hair, so. Look at that smug lolly. Swinging into her own death, not reading the King Golem. You cannot activate the smug lolly under the King Golem. Let's go. Guaranteed lethal. Wait, does he have Masterpiece? He does, but he's not going to use it correctly. There's no way. Let's go to battle. Double King Golemed. Didn't activate the Masterpiece. He don't know. He don't know. Don't tell him. Let's go. King Golem. Now, Blackbird Close is a very real reality, but we're not activating the Hunter. The Hunter is not an activation. We chillin'. We summon that Master. And we Gucci. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the Roshi. We're cool with that? We cool with that? Okay. Even though it messes up our Treacherous, even if he has Ghost of the Battle phase, it's fine, it's fine. Let's go. He could Blackbird Close our monster if we activate to put the field spell in the graveyard. Check for a quick play spell in the draw phase. Wait for the Hourglass when it's off. With the toggle on, pass. Okay, now he's got nothing. No Cosmic Cyclone, we don't have to worry about that. We don't send the field spells at cost. We can't chain. Okay, so we can actually, now he can't Blackbird Close us. So we could, within the battle step, we could activate the Hunter. We could even just Treacherous chain Hunter, and he can't do anything. So we would Treacherous, pop this, pop that, chain the Hunter, and he cannot activate Blackbird Close, even if he has it. I wish I could see his hand to show you that we outplayed this fool. But we can't see it. We can't see it. Got him! Let's go!